How's it going, guys? Chris Graham here from wheelerbetting.co.uk. Mark, we're here alongside me. We're here to chat about the playoffs. It's exciting. Mark, one of my favourite weekends of the whole year. Playoff weekend. It's exciting. Bank holiday as well. Lots to be excited about. Sunshine outside. Is the summer finally starting? Or Norwich getting promoted? These are the questions I'm going to be tackling in the next 7-8 minutes of this particular video. We'll start off with League 2.
Yep.
You're off to Australia next week.
I am, yeah.
What a lucky guy, eh? Wait, Australia with his girlfriend for 5 weeks. Sun, sea, sex. But anyway, that's nothing so. I went too far there. It was the next. Anyway, fucking hell, Wickham. League 2 playoff final is between Wickham and it's also between. Tell me who.
Southend.
Sorry.
Blues against the Blues.
Blues against the Blues. And Wickham against Southend. James Wellham, Southend, of course. Friend of Wheeler Betting. This, you know, Wickham almost went down last season to the National Leagues they've got now. What an amazing season they've had. Will it have a fairy tale ending and will they get promoted to League 1?
Yes.
Wow.
Next? No. I think, first of all, I think both these two teams need to applaud it because they're marvellous achievements. 84 points they both finished, locked level on those points.
Yeah.
18 of the last 20 seasons that would have been enough to finish in the top 3 of League 2. Wickham do have the psychological edge here. They hammered Southend 4-1 at Adams Park back in December. It was one of their best performances of the season. Southend were playing with 10 men for I think the last half hour of that game, but interestingly, going back to Roos Hall, Southend dominated Wickham in that game. They were the game ended 2-2. Wickham scored their only 2 shots on goal. So that might be playing on Southend's mind here, but I think you look at those are the last 2 goals Southend had conceded on home soil. Well, they went on that marvellous run towards the end of the season. Stevenage, of course, scored in the playoff semi-final at Roos Hall as well. And it's now 3 games without a win for Southend. Of course, they lost that game at Morecambe, and Wickham can look to their own away game at Morecambe as a reason why they didn't get automatic promotion. But Southend's season's been built on that kind of real solid defence. Bentley, the goalkeeper, has been attracting Premier League interest, and you can't really knock them. But I just look at Wickham, and they just continue to amaze me. Like how they bounced back from that end of season is just outstanding, and the fact that they put Plymouth to the sword, absolutely outstanding. Just a remarkable turnaround. There's a real feel-good factor back around the town. People are really up for this. They'd lost that in the last couple of seasons, after nearly getting relegated, and they didn't drop outside of the top 7 all season. I think for 3 weeks they were outside of the top 3 all season as well. So they're supremely competent, really talented young team. They're enterprising. They love to get forward and attack. They've got the best away record in the English leagues. They're 19-10 outsiders to win this game with Bet Victor, and that really got me excited. And the fact that we can back them at 21-20 with Bet Victor in the draw no bet market appeals. I looked at Southend's away record against top half teams. It's 1-1, drawn 3, lost 7. Wickham, of course, got the best away record in the league, but I'd also be looking at the total goals market as well. I've gone for 2 to 3 goals here at 11-10 because it covers both teams to score, and it covers a 2-1 win either way. Both teams have scored in 13 of Wickham's last 18, and Southend's last 3 have also gone both teams to score as well. But I think at the prices, you've got to be with Wickham.
Well, what a story it would be for Gareth Ainsworth's side if they get promoted to League 1. And talking of League 1, let's talk about the League 1 playoff final on Sunday. Is it before the Premier League games or
half? 5:30.
5:30. Oh, I like that. Good day in the pub for that one, definitely. And it's League 1, of course. Preston against Swindon. Preston in a great position, like Southend, and then blew it last week.
Yeah.
Perennial playoff failures, you have to say, over the years. And we get to see a happy ending at last for Preston North End.
I think so, yeah. I'm already bored of this playoff bullshit of they've never won a playoff and then that's why they're not going to win this time. It's bollocks. Like it's Preston against Swindon on a Sunday. Everything's completely different. Whatever happened before, put it to a side. Preston are coming to this game in outstanding form. Take that result away at Colchester on the final day was obviously a cruel blow, but their only blip in 21 league games. It's outstanding into the season. I think they've been professional about how they put Chesterfield away. They were solid. They were clinical going forward, and there's a little bit of swagger, I think, as well. And I think Grayson's men. they're battle hardened as well after a long season. They know this is their final chance to really do it. For me, they've been the second best team in the league all season as well, and I really felt there was probably an extra level they could go up. And you look at the goal scoring front two of Garner and Beckford. They scored their last 11 goals for Preston, and I think they'll be licking their lips at taking on the Swindon team. Not just that 5-5 incredible game with Sheffield United, but they've kept one clean sheet in 12 now. Crucially as well, when playing away to sides in 16th and above, they've conceded 2 goals or more on 8 occasions, including all 4 against the top 5 as well. You can't do that against Preston side. You get 21 clean sheets, 11 of which were achieved on the road, 6 of which came away at top half clubs as well. It all comes down to trust for me. Swindon are one of the best footballing sides in that league, but can I trust them to keep the goals out and do enough at the other end? No. Preston are 6-5 with Betway, and I think that's where I'd be going. I think they've got one of the best managers in the league, one of the best squads in the league, one of the best strike forces in the league, and one of the best defences. So all adds up.
Make a very good case, definitely, for Preston on Sunday against Swindon after the last game of the Premier League season, and we started the Championship. Who will be in the Premier League next season? We'll find out on Bank Holiday Monday. It's Middlesbrough against Norwich. You know where my loyalty's lying, Mark. I think it'll be one of the stories of the whole British football season if Alex Neil's Norwich get promoted. Alex Neil's done so many great things this season. First half of the year with Hamilton, second half of the year with Norwich. I'll stop waxing lyrical with Mr. Neil, and you tell me your view on this massive game.
I'm with you. I'm cheering Norwich. I think Norwich are a bet this weekend as well. I must apologise to Middlesbrough and their supporters, and Ewan Evans, who are contributors, upset with my analysis. Yes, it was a bit harsh, and fair play to Middlesbrough. They were absolutely standing across the 2 legs of Brentford and fully deserve their place, and the work that Karanka has done since taking over there. I think they were 2 points above relegation zone when he took over from Tony Mowbray, and absolutely fantastic, and it's most apparent in the defensive solidity across the side. They were conceding 1.6 goals per game under Mowbray. It's down to 0.8 under Karanka. They're a patient team, they're a counter-attacking team, they're an aggressive team. They'll enjoy the battle, and they'll enjoy the fact that they put Norwich to the sword 4-0 at the Riverside. That was under Neil Adams, of course, and they also, bit of a smash and grab, I'd say. They came out of the blocks firing at Carrow Road, but that early goal was enough. They won 1-0, and they'll be coming into this game, up for it. But you talk about Alex Neil there, and the guy just continues to impress me. He's taken the Norwich team down to Wembley this midweek to sort of check out the surroundings. He's a meticulous planner and prepared, and he was asked, Ita Karanka and Jose Mourinho link, what would he do? And he said, would you be calling on anyone else's advice? He said, no, I'm just going to call my mum. And that's the way Alex Neil is.
What a guy, 33-year-old. 33-year-old.
It's a staggering 16 wins from 24 games at Norwich. They're marginal favourites in this game. I think that's a fair assessment. Stronger squad. I also looked at all the kind of data, I guess you call it, and they're averaging more possession, more shots on target, more shots, not just home and away, but away as well. 8-8 have got them at 28-17 to win inside 90 minutes, and that's where I'm going to go here. They've got fabulous away records to top half teams, won 7, drawn 2, lost 2. Look at Middlesbrough across the same sample, 1-4, drawn 3, lost 4. Throw in results at 15th and above, Middlesbrough 1-4, drawn 3, lost 7. For me, it's got to be Norwich at the prices. I'm going to go with Norwich. I'm also going to back both teams not to score. I think it's 6 of the last 10 Championship playoff finals have ended 1-0. 8 of the last 11 have seen both teams to score fail. I think if you look at both teams' away records, you're averaging around about 40% chance of both teams to score across both teams. So I think it's even money.
It's been hard at work this week, isn't it? Oh my God. It's Norwich for Mark, ethically, morally and logically to win this game on Monday. Tell you 3 sides you expect to have playoff triumph this weekend.
Pretty boring to start. Norwich and Preston, the 2 favourites, and then Wickham as a bit of an outside shot.
Excellent. Enjoy. It's going to be a great weekend.